Interestingly, GLOBSEC Trends 2019 shows a significant increase in support for the European Union among Czechs, which has generally been one of the lowest in the region. According to GLOBSEC's polling, 68% of Czechs would now vote to stay in the EU in case of a referendum. On first sight, it definitely looks like a positive sign, but we should preserve a bit of healthy skepticism here. First, the data show that Czechs tend to believe the so-called EU dictate narrative. 53% of respondents in our survey agreed with the claim that the EU dictates to us what to do without Czechs having too much power to influence it. This narrative is, in fact, among the most popular among the populace in the country. The EU is often perceived as a third party, which operates somewhere in Brussels and is completely cut off from Czechs' needs and reality. The support for EU membership thus tends to be linked to the issues that resonate domestically and that Czech political representatives manage to put on the agenda. A lack of interest in EU affairs can also be demonstrated by the fact that Czechs have one of the lowest voter turnouts in the EU. So I do not foresee that the rising trend will continue in the coming years.
What are the main causes for the rise, though?
One of the factors is an obvious absence of any big issue or crisis that the EU or its institutions could be blamed for. As we have observed in the past, many EU crises turned into strong EU bashing narratives in the Czech Republic, arguing that EU membership as such is threatening our country. Secondly, it is linked to a relatively steady economic growth in the past years and a generally favorable economic situation in the Czech Republic. But again, this might not last forever. Maybe we will expect continuous growth for another year or two, and then again, when a crisis hits, we can all expect a decrease in the support for the EU among Czechs.